Every time I drive around with Karen and McLean, it feels like I have my own personal tour guide. And today, I'm going to share that feeling with the world. Let's go.
Let's show these people what McLean is all about.
Take me on the tour, Karen.
Here we go.
Okay, we are headed right because we're going on to Westmoreland.
There is so much off of Westmoreland Street. It takes you to the downtown heart of McLean. McLean High School is located off of Westmoreland Street. McLean Little League is on Westmoreland Street. And east of Westmoreland Street is where Kent Gardens is located. And that elementary school is in the heart of downtown McLean.
And what I love about Kent Gardens is that access to the Pimmet Run trail system as well. I don't think any other elementary school has that.
You're correct, because Franklin Sherman is in the downtown heart of McLean. Mm-hmm. Churchill Road is north of 123. Chesapeake Road's on Kirby.
I love that the trail you could take off Old Chester Brook, pass by Kent Gardens, go through McLean Little League, and then end up at Kent Gardens Swim Club. You can walk through the whole trail. I used to have a friend who lifeguarded, and she did that, but she lived east of Westmoreland Street.
It will actually take you all the way to Tyson's.
Yeah.
That trail system that goes under the Dulles Tollwood access. So
you
that
sold
trail.
a house right here.
I did sell a house here. You have great memory.
And we went on a listing appointment there.
We did. We went on a listing appointment that backs up to the trail here.
Should I turn the video to the?
There is the Pimmet Run.
We're just winging this.
We're just winging it. Okay, so I'm going to go up here. You want to know how many houses I've sold on this street?
Yes. This is your spot.
We're in the heart of my...
This right here.
Yes.
Going on to Wrightson Drive. Let me guess how many homes you've sold east of Westmoreland Street.
Countless. One of the most recent is right up here. This house is one I did last year.
Oh, wow.
Or as a lot to a builder. 1707 Westmoreland Street is one of those homes. So if you live on the east side of Westmoreland Street and your children go to Kent Gardens Elementary School, they can walk. And all the other children, students that go to the school, they have to bus. Because it's a French immersion program, half of the students come from outside the school boundaries. Because of that, there's a lot of traffic.
So I grew up in McLean. I know of all these areas, but you really have the history of it, as well as the builders and when each neighborhood got developed. So what I always learn is the history of McLean.
So Kent Gardens was built for the baby boomers. It was built in 1959. And I'm pretty sure, maybe I should check that. So anyhow, it was built for the booming suburb of McLean, Virginia. A lot of the architectural styles of that era were ramblers, split levels, split foyers, you know them all, bi-levels. And what you're seeing happening now, the changing face of McLean, as much as anywhere, is the land is worth more than the original homes. Now these homes here on this side back to the Pimmet Run, and they are some of the most valuable real estate in McLean.
Yes.
And as you can see, many of them have been torn down for the land value and the new homes built. So you have what I call an organic view of architectural styles. It is not matchy-matchy.
And this neighborhood, growing up here, had such a strong sense of community because there's a lot of cul-de-sacs. The houses are closer together. You're right by the elementary school. It felt that this was a true neighborhood where people really interact with the sidewalks.
Yes, this is where we lived when our children were going to Kent Gardens Elementary School in Longfellow, McLean, and they walked to all three schools. Now I sold this house, and this is the house we're going to get ready to rent. It was interesting because everybody thought it was going to be torn down. I was like, I don't think so, because the corner lot, and when you have corner lots, the builder has to have 2 front yard setback requirements.
Right.
And because of that, it makes the house sit back into the lot so deep that you don't end up with a backyard. And I was right, it ended up selling as a house. Okay, we're coming up on McLean Little League, which this is all under construction. Looks like they're building sidewalks. So McLean Little League is technically in floodplain, and when McLean had its last largest rain, it flooded. There were fundraisers immediately set up to rebuild. It was the fastest rebuild ever.
The McLean baseball and softball programs are also extremely competitive. They've made and won the state championships multiple years.
Oh, yes.
And lots of baseball players go on to play at big colleges like Virginia Tech, Xavier, and then a couple like Josh Spores, who became a pitcher, and he was with the Nats for a while, and I think he's in San Diego now. Might need to fact check that too. I'm not the biggest baseball fan.
So HBC Group has sponsored a team for a number of years and been one of their largest donors. I sold that house. I've sold a number of houses on Broyhill Street.
And Westmoreland is so significant school-wise because it takes you from downtown McLean past McLean High School all the way to Longfellow, just a straight shot. So this is the main thoroughfare when it comes to driving and commuting in the morning and dropping off your kids, right?
Yes, kindergarten students are the only ones that can walk to all three schools. Kindergarten's Longfellow.
You hear that?
And if you're wanting a walkable experience like I wanted for my children, you would live in the kindergarten's district, and you would live on the east side. Now they can walk. Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to cut through during the school day.
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
We can go up Davidson on
Yes.
Davidson.
Okay, so we are going to go
In between
Westmoreland Street and Great Falls Street. Oh, and I sold that house back there, but you can't see it because there's a fence. And I sold that townhome twice.
And we rented the other one on Linden Leaf.
Yes, you did just rent that one on Linden Leaf.
Now this is a great neighborhood because if you're in between Great Falls Street and Westmoreland Street, you have access to Lewinsville Park.
You do. It's fantastic park. It has one of the only fields that is both an AstroTurf soccer field and lit. So there's tennis and pickleball, basketball, soccer,
year-round soccer,
baseball. So we're coming up on McLean High School, and this is the home of the Highlanders.
Go Highlanders!
You're a Highlander.
Everybody do the Highlander Rumble. Highlanders! Rumble!
So the thing about McLean High, because it is landlocked into a neighborhood, it is expanded as large as it can be. And because of that, when there is redistricting, the other high schools that are larger take the overflow population. So the population of McLean High can only stay at a certain number because of fire code and the ability of putting trailers on the property. So it's the smallest, one of the smallest in Fairfax County, smallest high schools, the most intimate high school experience you will receive in Fairfax County, right here in McLean High School.
Now, one question I get a lot is, will McLean High School have any sort of remodel or renovation?
Well, it has through the years. Now, whether you mean how recent the renovation is, it was remodeled when my children were there, which was Drew graduated in 2006 and Callie graduated in 2010. So I sold this house. Her parents were original owners of that house. On Seacliff, which is where we are right now, the house is on the other side, which I've also sold one on this house. And the buyer said it had such happy sounds backing up to McLean Swim and Tennis Club. So to the west of Great Falls Street in McLean is this enclave of homes, and it is a little bit of a landlocked situation. It's access though to Tyson's and Tuckahoe Swim Club, which we will show you, is very, very popular. Last year, Elena and I sold this house on Seacliff, the corner of Seacliff and Baldwin. And a couple of years ago, I sold the neighbor's house on Baldwin. And then earlier this year, there is a house at the end of the cul-de-sac on Baldwin that we also sold. Ability to walk to Tuckahoe Swim Club is probably one of the biggest features of this. Wouldn't you agree, Elena?
Oh yes, Tuckahoe is a year-round swim club. They put a bubble over the pool, and it's heated, I believe. And they have tennis courts, and it's the closest swim club to a country club feel, without the cost of a country club, and everyone loves it. It's the nicest, I think, also.
Well, it is. It's got a playground associated with it, and you mentioned year-round fitness as well. I sold this house on Baldwin, and then we recently sold this house on the cul-de-sac on Baldwin. So we're quite familiar with this part of McLean. So if this is where you live and you want to talk to us about selling your home, we can help you. And if you're looking to buy a home, we can help you with that too.
I always tell people you've dominated this area.
Well, I
over the
actually did
years.
the stats, and I have sold more homes in the Kent Gardens pyramid than any other real estate agent. And a lot of that is because I live here. Like, I live here, I work here,
You give back here.
I get back here. So this is my community, and because my children went to all three of the schools in the pyramid, I am the most knowledgeable about how the things that people want to know about the school.
And the people here, especially in this neighborhood, are so nice. In the, West Lewinsville and Great Falls Manor neighborhoods, they're so nice. Everyone's out walking their dog, pushing a stroller. They have neighborhood parties hosted at someone's house in their backyard, and they rotate around. Every time we hold an open house here, the neighbors are coming in and chatting, and they all come as a group, and they're so welcoming to new people. It feels like you're pulled back in time, where people are physically out talking to one another.
There is a sense of community that is unique because of its location. It also does have access to the Pemmon Run Park system, so it is very popular for that as well. So now we're at Lewinsville Park, which offers the farmers market on Fridays.
McLean Day.
McLean Day in May every year. Oh, that's really bumpy. Farmers market on Friday mornings. McLean Day every May, where they bring in carnival type rides.
So Karen, we get a lot of questions about the market right now, and we know that the market is hyper local. So tell us a little bit about McLean and how it might be insulated from market changes. Where's the market going? What are your thoughts?
Well, hyperlocal, McLean is located west of the Potomac River, north of Arlington, north of Falls Church City, and to the west is Tysons in Vienna and beyond. And because of the way the land is locked in by the Potomac River, it is a very small geographic area. People who need, because of work or other reasons, the proximity to the city, Tysons, Arlington, or getting across the river to even parts in Maryland, they choose McLean. Coupling that with top-rated schools, the McLean High School Pyramid and the Langley High School Pyramid rank tops in Virginia and nationwide, and that trickles down to their middle and elementary schools. Land has become more valuable than many of the homes, as we talked about. Many of them were built in the 50s and 60s. So the land has become more valuable, and that is where we're seeing the new construction on much of the homes in the Kent Gardens area as well as other parts of McLean. The minimum lot size as a general rule is about 1/4 acre. There are no townhomes or condominiums in the Kent Gardens pyramid of McLean. All of those factors, it's a supply and demand thing. There's only so much supply and there's a lot of demand for all the reasons that I shared. There is a sense of community. We talk about McLean Day, we talk about the farmers market, we talk about all of the recreation activities just right here in what feels like a small town. You're going to run into people, and that makes really a community that is very, very desirable. And why I picked it, when we moved here with our family, when my husband's career moved us to the DC metro region, that's why we picked McLean, for many of the same reasons that people select McLean now and choose to live here for decades. Many people, once they've lived in McLean, it's hard to get them to go anywhere else.